us as humans, that means with genetic research, well, they're doing a lot of studies on them to see if they hold a key or a cure for us to get close. That's pretty cool if you think about that. This was found out about 2 years ago with these gorgeous animals. The other really cool thing about alligators, they help us control invasive species. The feral pig, I mentioned earlier, they are the most invasive in Florida. Well, pigs love the swamp. They go inside the mud and wallow in it all day long. Well, a lot of these alligators will be smart. They'll go wait by the shallows of the swamp. Well, those pigs come in there to hang out and get some cool shade. Really, they're going to go, it's going to be dinner time for the alligator right after that. But as an invasive species, that's really good for us. And to think crazier than that, alligators help to protect us from mosquitoes. How weird. They certainly don't eat the mosquitoes. That'd be kind of fun if they did. Alligators, though, in the dry season, we'll see like around this area, a couple more months, there'll be a lot of mud holes. Alligators dig giant holes. That way they can save water. During the dry time, that helps them regulate their body temperature. They're cold-blooded animals. But other than that, they save fish in that water at the bottom of the puddle. One called a gambusha. It's like a little 2-inch minnow, but nicknamed for it the mosquito-eating fish. So if the alligators save them in the dry season, well, the rains come back for summertime, then those puddles are washed back out to the tributaries, then the mosquito-eating fish are out there eating the mosquitoes in the summertime. So really cool for us because we hate mosquitoes. We know that one for sure.
But doesn't it...
No, they don't eat corn. We wouldn't feed wild alligators anyways. That's probably the worst idea you could have. If you did feed a wild alligator, you could actually get arrested. If FWC, which is a state wildlife official, they saw you feeding a wild alligator, they would be really upset. Whole reason as to why, though, that would make an alligator associate a person with food. Alligators are afraid of humans. We're the top predators around here. Alligators see you, they get away from you. Well, if you feed them, they're not going to be afraid of you. That is when the issue happens. The last person actually killed by an alligator in Florida, it doesn't happen very often, but it was a 4-year-old kid at Disney World a few years ago. All because somebody decided to feed alligators inside of Lake Buena Vista, where people play at around Disney World. Crazy to think. So certainly feeding alligators is not a very smart idea to do out in the wild. Only places you can feed an alligator, giant alligator zoos. Kind of like Gatorama or Gatorland. You got one up near Orlando by Disney, and they got one down by the Everglades too. Those are the only places that you can feed alligators. Other than that, stay clear away from those guys in the wild. As beautiful as they are, we like to enjoy them at a distance. Certainly awesome animals. But I'll tell you a couple of crazy things about alligators. Most all of these guys out here are all full grown. Alligators are considered full grown at 6 feet in length. Really though, they never stop growing. That's only when they can start reproducing and they're fully matured. But at that 6-foot size, an alligator, his closing jaw pressure is 2,000 pounds per square inch. If you don't understand that, well, that would kind of, if they bit your hand, feel like your hand got ran over by a giant 18-wheel semi. Crazy stuff. Alligator can bite a turtle a couple of times, make them a pancake. That's how strong their jaws are. Certainly impressive animals. And their tails are very powerful too. People hear about people eating alligator all the time. Well, you're eating their tail. That's the best part of them for certain. I'm born and raised in Florida. I've eaten some crazy stuff in my life. But alligators can actually burst themselves at 40 miles an hour in the water with that tail. Certainly they can't swim that fast for a long time. But say if they were trying to get after a pig out of the water or get away from a person, really fast is how they can move. Certainly impressive creatures. But we're going to keep cruising.